The 27th of August today. I had to get the fuck out of New York. I couldn't deal with narcissists anymore. I can't deal with screaming, you know? Like, I just woke up at 6 in the morning and got the fuck out because it's not safe at that place. Dole took a shit here. Okay, great. Thanks for the information, bro. But yeah, we're on the border actually of Massachusetts and New York. I mean, we're maybe like 50 or 100 yards either direction is the border. I don't remember which way, but that is, you know, we stopped here because it's the bathroom low-key. But mostly I'm just waiting for the traffic to go so that I can disappear down into the bathroom trail, aka the deer trail, aka the bathroom. But yeah, it's really nice out today. Binks. No nipping. You gotta go back. You gotta go this way, dude. You're on a harness. Binks. Meow. Binks, you're not going to be able to go that way. Binks does not have concept. Binks, you have to go this way. But you know what I can do is I can unclip that, and then I can help you out. So the Shinigami hasn't yet agreed, but they're going to end up giving me surgery as like a kink, and they're going to remove, and it's going to look like this. Right?
Babe!
This is it. They're going to cut something that looks like this out of me from like right here.
Babe!
As a kink though. As a kink.
Babe!
Babe. It's definitely not tuned, this, but you'll hear it's not tuned. It's really not tuned. Alright, let's just move up a whole entire octave. You're like a whole vibe.
Yeah!
Go this way. Going back the other way. Bye.
Bye! Oh.
Oh no.
Oh.
This is the most exciting dog in the world.
Oh yeah?
Thanks for not barking at us.
Yeah, thanks. Very autism friendly of you.
Aw.
Aw.
Playing pickle with us. Where'd you park?
Over there.
Oh, I see.
Bye.
Bye. Everybody's here. Everybody's here. Everyone in the world is here at the Lebanon Valley Speedway, where you can't see the cars from the road. Found this freaky thing. I think it's like a baby butterfly or like a cocoon. And it's like making it, it's like starting to form the outer layer of it, but a bee came and was like attacking it and shit. That's what caught my attention, was I saw the bee flying around and like stinging it and stuff. So as far as I can tell, the thing is alive and well. It's moving around, rocking back and forth, doing all this different stuff. So I don't know, I don't really know what it's doing, but you know, it's making a cocoon or whatever. Pretty cool. I don't want to touch it, but yeah, it's on my house. So I'm going to leave him alone and hopefully nothing eats it and doesn't blow away or get rained on or anything. Today is August 28th, 2022. It's a Sunday. It is, I think, the 11th or the 12th day in the month of fruit. We're next to, what's it called? The word gentrified, is that right? Where like something becomes like a business and forces a homeowner out or some shit? I actually have no idea. It's a good place for an office though. Look, they got water here, but you can't drink it. That's what potable means. It means like you can use it for stuff, drink it, boil it, all that. Wow, you know, just wow. There used to be a whole bunch of stuff back there. Now it's just dirt, you know. They're landscaping it, terrascaping, whatever the fuck it's called. We're gonna move on a little bit. We'll keep showing you. They got this here to, you know, now it's got gravel. You know, they're not fucking around anymore. They're bringing the trucks in. They're bringing, I mean, they're here. They're here. You know, they're gonna be putting these in. We're gonna start biking by here a lot more often throughout the season. It's the perfect season to start building. You know, the heat's about to break. They could, you know, work longer hours. It's fucking intense, dude. Careful, guys. Oh, careful. Don't fuck up the protected wetlands. Oh, we gotta save whatever's in here. Oh, protected wetlands. Actually, it probably has nothing to do with that. And it probably has to do with the, what's the word? Sanctity? I forget the word. But yeah, the integrity of the earth itself. Because if they don't have this much square feet of drainage, you know, for where a wetland would have otherwise been, for all the water that would have otherwise been here, where it drops by the square inch, you know how much, you know, water actually falls volumetrically, it has to go somewhere. It has to go somewhere. And so this is probably the natural point where it makes no sense to start building because it is wetland. And so there's no reason to change that and the underground channels of water seepage, you know, because the water moves pretty deep. It does. It moves pretty deep. And where it does stick to the surface, you know, a lot of it upcycles back into the atmosphere. The parts that do not upcycle back to the atmosphere is right here. You're looking at it. That's where it all goes. A lot of it also will be pushed under into these pipes, although these pipes in particular, I believe, and I could be wrong, are going to house smaller pipes that are for the sewer or water system, but I could be wrong. I'm not a civil engineer. It's very possible that that's just the straight up water pipe. I really do not know. I really, really do not know, guys, but I know it's coming. I know it's fucking coming. What a fucking mad time to be alive. There's so much stillness here. There's so much peace, you know. Obviously I did not record the driving, or the biking rather. Oh, the whole way is basically, you know, a highway, or like a main road. And that sucks, you know, it's just, it is what it is. But yeah, it's a lot for me. It's a lot. So, I've been telling some people I'm going to go do some audits. I may not really do it. I think it's a good idea. I don't know if I'm really prepared to do it yet. I kind of have to talk to people that I live with, like, listen, this is what I'm going to get up to. You can tell me not to do it, but this is what I'm going to get up to, and here's why. You can either stand behind me and get as radicalized as you are about the lawn, about accountability, because it is the same fight. It's just, this is my adult version of it. It's not about growing the plants, it's about actually holding the public officials who actually make problems for people accountable. Because I can just go in there, they can try to figure out who I am. But I'll tell them, you know, it's like I'm a journalist, I'm doing a story. It's not unconstitutional. I know my rights very well. You know, I'm credentialed press. And they'll be like, well, who credentialed you? As far as I can tell, it was James Madison with the First Amendment. The right of the press shall not be abridged. And, you know, I think that that's a really serious oath to take, you know. gonna go move my bike to a more secular, independent area. We'll be back right after this. You know, so I've started putting my my things on a 2-month delay, right? Like, you don't see what I'm doing in real time unless you're watching my stream, in which case you're way ahead of the highlights. Way ahead of the highlights. But that's fine, because the highlights aren't there necessarily to, you know, they're there to be like, oh yeah, we did do this, right? They're there just kind of as my own vlog, my own archive, but I want to go start an auditing channel. I don't know what I want to call it yet. Probably something like m.abagnale, parentheses, z/zer pronouns. I'll be like, excuse me, that's misgendering, you know, you said he, you said she, but it's they, them only. And they'll be like, what? They're gonna get furious. For, you know, because it's like who do the people who are most against pronouns, for the most part, you know, who do they back, right? They either back the police directly, back the blue, which is such a propaganda campaign. Thin blue line, yeah. Okay. Okay. It's a known gang flag, known gang association flag. It's a desecration of the American flag, you know. You don't see the hemp companies trying to sell you weed with a big weed leaf on it, do you? It's freedom of speech. They would be perfectly well within their rights to do it. They could even put a Jewish star and a swastika together. And they'd be well within their ethical, legal rights, right? Unethical, sure. Unethical, illegal, no. If ethics were the law, where would we be? We'd be doomed. I think this is as good a place as any to just leave a bike for the day. Because, like, the thing is it kind of invites someone to steal it. Like, you know what, if you really want to go and steal my LoJack token so that 4 hours later the police can be at your house wondering, you know, why is that bike in your backyard? You know, it couldn't possibly have been mistaken as somebody else's bike. You know, you'll be answering for that, so good luck. Especially if you're stupid enough to keep the helmet with it, because it's got a second, like one of those iPod tokens, the little airdrop tokens. I don't know if that thing actually works, but I assume if it gets stolen, you know, at least it's LoJack than that. Hell, the LoJack cost as much as the fucking bike did. But go ahead and steal it. See what happens to your ass. See if I won't press charges. Maybe I will, maybe I won't. Maybe I hate the police so much that I wouldn't, and I try to talk to you about why'd you steal my bike. Right? Maybe I would press double charges, try to feed you to the maw of the mouth, to laugh, to audit the process the whole way through, to hold them accountable while they're holding you accountable. I think that accountability is one of the funniest things in the world, because for so long there's been no oversight, and now it doesn't matter how much corruption that there is. At some point, there's at least some more accountability than there used to be because of cameras, right? It's much harder to be like, well, I didn't say that. That's hearsay, right? It's like, yeah, but sir, you're also on camera punching him. It's kind of hard to sit here and play victim, you know? It's kind of hard to say that, you know, he went on private property and was cussing people out and filming children when there's video proof that you're a fucking liar. You know what I mean? So I want to go hold people accountable. I want to go see if they'll use my pronouns, what their policy on that is, and I want to FOIA request their policies on gender to make sure that they have policies on gender, and if they do, how are they being trained? It's not illegal for them to she, her, me. Right? If I tell them that it's they, them, and they she, her, me, it's not illegal. It's not illegal. And it'd be funny, because whatever they call me, I'd call them back. I'd be like, you don't want to use my pronouns? How would you like it if I called you sir? Probably would like that, huh? How about if I called you daddy? Daddy/daddy self. Can you get kicked out of a building for being crass? For addressing your government for grievances? I don't know. Some places do have profanity laws. Now, whether they'd hold up in court, seriously doubt that. But does that mean that they're not going to make the arrest? We'll see. If they want to hold me in contempt of court for not showing up, or failure to appear, That's one thing. That's like, they got laws for that. But it's another thing when they're like, oh, you swore, you said a no-no word, and we told you it was a no-no word and hurt some feelings because you were too mean. You were too aggressive. It's not a threat to call someone fat, stupid, slobby bitch. It's not a threat. Is it illegal? I'm not really so sure. There's things called fighting words. I don't think that rises to the occasion. I don't see how a jury would see it that way. It's called Smooth Aster. And it's blooming. I hopped the fence, and this is Wood Aster. So today's the 28th of the 8th month, 2022, and this is Wood Aster from Albany's Rural Cemetery. And there's some more over here. So yeah, it's Wood Aster. This is from 1880s. What? What? Oh, it's an 8 maybe. Oh, that makes sense. 1858. And then 1835 they were born, I guess. Yeah, born. So they didn't live very long. They lived 3, 4, 5, they lived 22 years. Or 3 years. They lived 23 years. It's not that old. But he got this big stone because he was somebody or somebody rich's family. I don't know who that was. Maybe that was his dad. And then over there is another dude. I don't know anything about any of these people. I'm eating Achillea millefolium. The white yarrow. Kind of mumbled that because I was eating it, but I'm eating Achillea millefolium. Or is it Achillea? I have no idea. Little chipmunk got scared. It's not very good. Which is probably why you haven't heard of, like, you know, eating yarrow. I shouldn't be spitting around here. It's kind of a gross place to spit. Ugh. No shot. So I'm sitting here thinking to myself, wow, I'm pretty high. Like, I've kind of wasted my whole day just kind of being high, biking around and stuff. And then I thought to myself, I could just waste the whole entire rest of the day too. I'm gonna smoke a bowl. And that felt like a good decision. I'm gonna do some writing, I hope. We'll see what comes out of my brain. Do some talking. We'll catch up, me and you, because I feel like it's been a while. It's been too long, man. So yeah, we gotta talk about my plans. I need to find a worthy opponent. I need to find a lawyer as smart as a Magic Gathering. I need to find a lawyer who is as smart as a Magic the Gathering player. I think most Magic players are smarter than most lawyers. You know, there's a bunch of dumb players too, but there's also a bunch of dumb lawyers. Even the dumbest lawyers, though, are usually smarter than the average person. It's just the case of things. And I just want to go debate with some, like, lawyers and law students and kids like that. Like, I don't really have an interest, to be really completely honest, with going and becoming a lawyer or, like, a scholar of the law. I'm just really interested to get to know the basis of the rights of the people who are, or who should be, I think, protected by a constitution. And I want to learn as much as I can without really reading, and that disqualifies me from being a lawyer for the most part. But I want to go debate with some people. I want to go, like, talk to, like, some law students, like, duel me. And they'll be like, fine. And I'll be like, $5 wager. And they'll be like, 15. And I'll be like, fine. And then I match. And then, boop, we both hit the button. And then it says, turn 1. You're a bitch. Turn 2. Beep. That's not an argument. Let's just skip to where it forks. No, come on, play it out. Ugh, fine. I want to teach cops, but you can't do that without being a cop, you know what I mean? Like, and it isn't even that I want to necessarily teach police. I want to teach civilians, but, like, police need to know it more than civilians, and if they're not going to listen, it's like, that's a problem. Now, I understand that there is some, like, you know, the 5-4 decision that it came down where, you know, Miranda's a Supreme Court. That's a Supreme Court case. That's why it's called the Miranda warning, right? Because this dude named Miranda wasn't told that he had the opportunity to have a lawyer present. And, like, people always say that they understand their rights, but most of the time, maybe they don't, maybe they're drunk. It's not really relevant. They were advised, and they said yes. There's some nuance to it, and I'm curious to dig into those, right? I don't really want to be a civil attorney. I don't really want to deal with the process of going and passing the bar and getting background checked and all this other different stuff. I just want to be left alone, for the most part. But at the same time, I also want to stick my Jewish nose into things and find out, like, what's really going on here. I want to go talk to the most notorious people in positions of elected hierarchy. I want to go talk at first, before I get to that echelon of power, to people who, when they crush me, it is a simulated death, right? You only get to pull your sword once on the opponent that you are training to defeat, right? Everyone else to get there is like, you hope you never have to kill a man in self-defense. You pray that that is the case. Or you're a psychopath and you go looking for trouble. But, you know, men with swords, man. But nowadays, the land of the sword is done. It's the land of the gun now. And part of that is an orchestration of civil liberty violations that weren't ever possible before. On the level below that, it's exactly the same as when it was men with swords messing with people. The only thing keeping it balanced now are the body cameras and the education. And they certainly don't teach you it in school. Yeah, they give you the Bill of Rights. Oh, memorize all these words. Which one's which? The right to the free press. Oh, boy, you got it. The right to a jury trial. But then they don't tell you to, like, how to search. Like, the police officers come in like, these are drugs. You shouldn't do them or you'll get arrested. They don't teach you, like, sup, punk? Let me see some fucking ID. Well, okay, officer. See what he did? What he should have said is, can I help you? He doesn't have to call me sir, but he can be polite if he wants. Here's how it should have gone. And they like rewind. It's like civil rights 101. Your 5th grade children are learning about their rights. The officer walks in, knocks on the door. Boom, boom, boom. Let me see some fucking ID. Sorry, officer. I don't want to do that. You know, I think teaching kids about the police, the real way that the police behave, is important. And I think that I want to do seminars for families. I would apologize, but I'm not really sorry, but we're banned on YouTube because of this shirt today, and so that's kind of cute. We got banned. Look this up. I can't confirm this, but it's called Tear Thumb, I think is what this is called. Something like that. I couldn't remember the saga something or something. I don't fucking remember. Whoa. Look at this guy. Whoa. It's so well camouflaged that it doesn't know what the camera can't focus on it. Which, like, makes a lot of sense if you think about it. Because it can't get the depth range because it's kind of just, like, all one green color, you know? Like, if it was bright red, it might hone in on it. Obviously, it is camouflaged and it's not. I think I'm getting stung by, like, nettles or something because everything's starting to, like, fuck up. Where'd he go? Oh, there he is. Right there. Can't even, oh, there it goes. Yeah, sorry. I mean, it's like I didn't have manual control over that. There was no way I could really, like, focus point that, you know. I was trying. I was actually, so I was gonna guess some sort of ground nut, and I actually was right. Well, sort of. It's an American hog nut. I would have never guessed that. I've never heard of this before, but it looks kind of similar, and it's a vine to another one called ground nut. So I was kind of surprised. But yeah, this one's it's called a nut. I don't really know why, but it's called American hog nut. And it is, in fact, a vine. And it's a vine that I didn't really know about until today. So I'm really blessed to be here today, guys. Albany's Rural Cemetery, 28th of August, 2022. Wow. I like that bird, too. And then over here, yeah, we got Bishop's Cap. Let's see if I can get that. I think this is Bishop's Cap. I'll confirm it in a bit, but yeah, I'm pretty sure. Okay, I'm glad I looked it up. It's actually Persicaria virginica, which is actually a different plant. It's called jump seed. So this is actually, I'm glad I looked this up, yeah, because I was like, I don't know if that's Bishop's Cap, though. But it is called Jump Seed. And I'm pretty sure that, having now looked it up, you know, it's a wetland plant. That's kind of what the giveaway is. And as far as I can tell, that means it's a native. So, glad I looked that up. Wow. And this is, yeah, this is like right next to this American boar nut. Well, what the fuck was it? American pig nut? Some shit like that. Imagine making wine from a nut. It's called nut wine. You haven't heard of it, but we're gonna sell it. 15% battery? You gotta be fucking kidding me. And this is fucked, bro. So is this, bro. So is this, and this, and this, and it's never gonna stop. I was saying it wrong. It's hog peanut. So put this audio over it. So this one right here is American hog peanut. I don't know why it's called a peanut, but that's the name of it. American hog peanut. Wow. Wow. This poor spider here, he's like a little jumper. He was on my backpack, which means he hitched a ride here from over there in the swamp. And now this is not a swamp, this is not this dude's home, so he's like, I don't know, he's not going to be happy. So I'm trying to move him back home, but he's not cooperating. I don't want him to have to be like a refugee out here. See, like, he doesn't want to go down there. He's looking for the grass, but the grass isn't here, so I gotta go bring him home. Dude, I was trying to get him in here, and I was trying really hard, but he went down there, and he's kind of doomed. I feel like I'm like a dragon that just defeated the warrior, you know? That's not a good feeling. I was trying to return this dude to his homelands, but now he's he's on a quest. Sorry, dude. Oof. Bro, hold on. We only got 13% battery left because we didn't have it in freaking airplane mode, so all these apps are trying to spy on me. There's a frog, obviously. I don't need to tell you, you know what a frog is, but yeah, there's a frog. He's chilling to the max. Look at him, he is vibing. Can't hit him. Spinning frogs, LOL. Bah, bah. Alright, we out. We're auditing this frog. Frog auditing is a new hype genre of like Instagram, YouTube, TikTok fame. Not even fame, like just notoriety. Yeah. So frog, like hashtag frog auditing, we have to hold frogs accountable for their behavior. Do you know your rights even, Mr. Frog? You have the right to get squashed under our boot if we were abusive people. But I follow the creed of the frog. And the creed of the frog is this. Catch me weeping, won't catch me sleeping. 'Cause I'll be weeping even if I'm sleeping. Frog Army, bro. That guy should go to jail. Are certain discussions banned? It's a real discussion. If my 16-year-old kid is bringing white supremacist, ethno-nationalist propaganda to his classrooms, smuggled in his backpack where no one sees it, and it's not in plain view, is he breaking the law? Is the mere possession of them in a school thought crime? What about if it's a cell phone? What if they have siege on it? What if they share it with other children at the table? What if they proliferate nuclear secrets? I don't know where your kid would get nuclear secrets, but like say it leaks on the internet and they just happen to download it because they've lurked 4chan and they're just like getting caught up in some stupid nefarious scheme that like Mossad is doing to like the Russians, but then it's a rogue Mossad agent working for the Russians, and then who knows? Who knows what CNN will babble? someone's boyfriend's dog reported that last year the papers that were found buried under the bridge didn't come. We're now getting, sorry, episode number 5 says they did come. Large and uninhabited space-time. Like, that's how it sounds when I listen to CNN. I'm like, oh, okay, all this different stuff. And that's what it's supposed to sound like. So you can't keep track of it. So you can't keep track of me even when the schizophrenic cat is making more sense than anyone else. It's like, that's a problem. Think about that. If the schizophrenic cat is making more sense than your government, that's a problem. That's a damn big problem. We'll be back after this. There's got to be some good lawyer podcasts out there that just gives you, like, a bunch of good information that you need to know. There's a really good one that came out. I mentioned Miranda earlier today, and that's because I had, it's on my mind because, I mean, one, I've been studying, two things intersected for me, like two different things that are, like, tangentially related, like that. They did an episode of Small Town Dicks, which is my police interest. They did an episode on this. Specifically your rights, your Miranda rights. They do naked yoga on demonetized YouTube. And if you don't believe me, go look it up on, like, Reddit or DuckDuckGo so you can get the names of the unlisted shadow banned pages that are certainly not against terms of service. But neither is it against the terms of service that they engineer. There's no guarantee that they're not going to engineer the algorithm to shadow ban you or to move against you. There's this woman, I forget her name, but she went to their headquarters where she died. I'm not even joking. It's a real story. You can find out on the next episode why she died. Was it A, a self-inflicted gunshot wound? Was it B, the police shot her dead? Was it C, that she was an active shooter, and she was shooting people and someone lawfully defended themselves? Or D, was it an amalgamation of A, B, and C? And each one of those facts was like half true, half not true. The answer is D. I believe it was a self-inflicted gunshot wound, and but also was a spree shooter, and shot herself before the police arrived. I think is what the story was. Last 5% to bike home, but I have 7%, so I want to film my daddy. Daddy? You should see me looking around all sus, like, oh shit, did anyone hear me? What are you doing? Have some humility. Actually, I guess what am I doing? I'm blocking your home. Here, you can keep going. You can keep doing whatever you're doing, walking on this vertical or linear plane. He's like, whoa, I made it to the top of the world. I knew it. I knew there was a top of the world. I made it to the very top. This is not what I'm supposed to be doing. I'm supposed to be recording this one. That was last year's doc. This is not. Beautiful. I gotta take like an actual like picture for my my field guide. Wow. I just had to record this. I don't care if I only have 5% battery. It's beautiful. One more thing. There's like mushrooms growing on top of the tree. There's like this like tree branch wedged. And they're like eating it. That's fucking gnarly. No cap. I said to film it even if my camera dies. 2% battery. Beautiful day. August 28th. It's the obelisk go. There it is. My bike. We're on our way out. Thanks for joining, guys. It's been a really nice day. A lot of interesting schizophrenic ideas from the cat. Thanks for joining. This is Rainbows and Razor Blades, a show from the schizophrenic mind. We'll be back after this.